back. Today we're going to finish off the final few palettes that I do have in my collection. So we have this BH 120 color palette. It's the 5th edition. I don't like this palette at all. It's very disappointing to me. Colors in here are very chalky. It comes with 2 trays, one on the top and one on the bottom. The pigmentation is not there. I just don't like this palette. I haven't used it at all since I purchased it and tried it, but I have it. But this one right here, I really like this one right here because these shadows in here are very pigmented. These shadows in here are very creamy in my opinion, and the blendability on them are very easily blend. So yeah, I love this foil shadow palette from BH. Yeah, I've been enjoying it, especially this color right here, the gray. I love it. The next 2 that I have is my Morphe palette. I have the Morphe 35E palette and the Morphe 35N palette. These 2 palettes, I ordered them off of Morphe site, and I just haven't had a chance to use them just yet. This 35N one is a nice matte palette. It has a lot of transition colors that you can use to transition. The matte quality on it, I'm assuming it's supposed to be great because it's from Morphe. I've heard a lot about this company, which is why I purchased these palettes, to give them a test run basically to see how they are, what the quality are about them and things like that, but I just haven't got a chance to use it just yet. And this one is the shimmer ones right here. Haven't used them at all. They are very pretty colors in here. I love the color selection in this palette. I see myself pulling out this palette this fall, so yeah, I'm definitely going to be using this along with this other one over here with some of these transition colors. But yeah, I have these, but I haven't used them yet. This next one I have here is from the brand Beauty Treats. I got it from TJ Maxx. And I just picked up this palette simply because it's an all matte palette. These are the colors. And these colors caught my attention when I saw them in the stores. It has a little pop of matte colors in them. So yeah, I needed to pick this one up to transition as well with some of the looks that I'm going to be creating. Now this one right here is my Coastal Scents one. It's a 26 shadow and blush palette. And this one here, I've given it some use, and I must say that I enjoy it. I'm very impressed with the quality of this palette. The blushes in the bottom are very nice. These colors right here I've touched up a lot. I've used it. And this one over here, I haven't used it. It's a little bit too light for my skin tone, but the shadows are very nice. I love it. This one right here is my Ruby Kiss palette that I made. I got this from the beauty supply store. I chose these colors because at the time when I saw them and I purchased it, I wanted to like do type nude color, type of like bronzy color, gray color, blue color, things like that. The colors in here are very nice. I use them. They're pigmented. Let me give you a little swatch. See that color? Very nice. See how pigmented it is? That gray is real nice. And this blue right here is nice as well. See this color? It looks kind of grayish, but it's a blue, like a sky blue type, gray sky blue. And this one right here, the brown, is a nice color as well. That's what it looks like. So yeah, I built this palette. This palette right here, you can interchange them by popping out the, let me try to pop one out, by popping out these trays right here, and you can build it that way. They have a big selection of these colors that you can pick out, lots of colors to build your own palette. And I got it from the beauty supply store, y'all. This one is my Too Faced one. This is my SemiSweet Pilot, and I love this palette as well. I love all the Too Faced palette. The quality in them is fantabulous. That's why I have all of them. I would definitely splurge on some Too Faced palette. This palette right here, I've been using this color a lot. I use that one, and I use this one and this one and that one, but as you can see, this palette has been getting some use and I love it. This palette is bomb.com. All the Too Faced palette, like I said, I love Too Faced shadows. This one right here is a City Color palette that I picked up from Five and Below's, and it's a nice palette. The colors in here are very pigmented as well. It's supposed to be like a dupe for the Urban Decay original palette, and I must say I think it is, because I've swatched the Urban Decay Naked palette, the original palette, and yeah, some of these colors are dupes for that palette. So which is why I don't have that palette in my collection, because why spend $54.99 when you can get it for real cheap and it does the same thing. So yeah, I have this palette here from City Colors. Very good palette. I have two Perfusion palettes here, as I stated in my other video with some of my Perfusion palettes. I like Perfusion eyeshadows. The qualities are very nice in all of the eyeshadows. For a drugstore palette, it kind of reminds me of the Wet n Wild brand. The quality is the same. It's just fabulous. Let me swatch this one over here for you. And I'm going to put it right here. Look at that color. Isn't that pretty? It's a nice lit color. Let's watch this purple in here. Put it next to this one. This one is a little patchy, but you know, of course, it's a drugstore. But overall, I do still like the company. I think their palettes are great quality. Let's swatch some of these out of this little one right here. Let's swatch this green type goldish color. You see that color? It's a pretty color. Yes. Let's swatch one more because I don't want to make this video long. See that color? Very nice. Very, very nice. I also have this Wet n Wild Matte for Matte palette. This is a recent purchase. I picked this up from Target, and it's the Wet n Wild Matte for Matte. This is a nice palette. The colors in here is amazing. I've used it a couple of times as well, and I like it. I like to have matte colors for my transition colors, so yeah, this one right here does the job very well. It's super pigmented, they blend very well, and I like it. This is a palette that I picked up from Victoria's Secret a while ago. They don't make these palettes anymore, and it's the Smoky Exotic Eye Palette. I had picked this up. The shades them caught my eye when I saw it in the Victoria's Secret store, and I like it, but you have to use this palette with Fix Plus. The color pigmentation is better with the Fix Plus. They have to be used wet. overall it's a nice palette and I like it. I have some Clinique palette here as well that I have. These are some duos. I haven't used this. And this is another duo from Clinique that I have used and I really like it. The pigmentation, the quality and everything. This one as well, I use this one as well and it's a very nice palette from Clinique. They are so nice and pigmented. Let me give you a swatch. That's the swatch. Let me give you one more swatch of this dark color over here. That's a nice crease color to smoke out that crease. I like it. Yeah, so I have this one and I have this other one right here. These is what I got as a part of it, like a gift set. This is the blush and these are two shade colors right here to create some looks. I haven't used this one. This is another one from Clinique. I haven't used this one as well. Yeah, but I can't tell you what the quality is with these, but these right here I can definitely tell you what the quality is because I really like this. I have the Maybelline Nude palette. This palette is a very disappointing palette in my opinion. I don't like the shades in here because they don't have no color payoff when you do apply it to the lid. This would be a great palette for you to do some nice subtle looks for work and things like that. Yeah, but this is the Maybelline Nude and I don't like it at all. I have some other ones right here. I'm not gonna go through them for the simple fact this is gonna be a long video. So, but yeah, I have some more palettes in here that I gravitate to when I'm looking for certain colors that I may not have in my other palettes. So yeah, I have this CoverGirl one here as well, quad. I have a Maybelline one. I have this L'Oreal one that I love. It's a nice matte palette. And these are my pencil liners. These from Nika K is very nice. These stick form crayon eyeshadows, they're very nice. I like them a lot. If all I got is the love